Hi YouTube, Christine here, Skinny Brit to be. Happy New Year to all of you. This is my week, oh dear, weeks have flown by. Week 50, post RNY gastric bypass update. I hope you've all had a very nice Christmas or holiday period, whichever it is for you. Mine's been great. This is certainly reason to celebrate this year. I think possibly within living memory this is the only Christmas where I've actually lost weight. Okay, it was only half a pound, but half a pound's half a pound, and over Christmas week that's a absolute bonus for me. And also it is a scale victory, but it feels like a non-scale victory. For the first time since I met my husband 29 plus nearly years ago, I am actually lighter than him. So he's been, saying I'm crowing because I weigh less than him, but I mean it's no real reason for celebration because I'm still quite a few pounds overweight. And I currently weigh in at 173 pounds. Which is a loss, I think, of, what is it? It's 163 pounds, I think. Sorry, I haven't got my figures in front of me. But anyway, for a Christmas period, that's brilliant. Especially as I have slightly gone off plan. I've had alcohol. I've had wine. I've sipped very carefully at a sparkling wine, which had no repercussions. I've had amaretto with diet lemonade in it and a lot of ice. And the ice reduced the bubbles in the amaretto, and in any case I drank it pretty slowly, etc. Had mixed receptions with that alcohol. Sometimes it seemed to make me very tipsy very quickly. Other times it appeared to have no effect on me whatsoever. So, obviously I do have to drink alcohol with care, but I'm not a great alcohol drinker. I think the last time I drink high days and holidays, literally. We've always been a bit like that. We might have a blitz of drinking, a few bottles in a couple of weeks, and then we won't drink anything for months. My husband, he virtually doesn't drink either. It usually gives him a terrible headache, so he just refrains from it. He prefers red wine, I prefer white wine, but if he drinks too much red wine it gives him a terrible headache, so he says I might as well not bother, so he doesn't. And as he's a natural joker anyway, he doesn't need to sort of get in alcohol-upped, intoxicated is the word I'm looking for, to get to enjoy himself, etc. The other thing that I count as an absolutely major non-scale victory is that I found that over the Christmas period I've done food for other people. I've done most of the cooking and food preparation for everybody over Christmas. So there's been bits that I've sort of put to one side and they're not for me type touch. But I think I can honestly say I've had a bite of probably just about everything that I wanted to. I've not got to the stage where I've dumped. I did on one occasion with a little bit too much cream get to the stage where I was thinking that was a silly thing to do, but I won't do it again. But what I realised was that in the past, food had always ruled my life. What can I eat of the Christmas goodies? I mean, I've still, in my spare room, I've still got cakes and sweets that I brought in for the family, but they're the sort of things that I would have perhaps had anyway over the Christmas period. And quite honestly, I'm not dependent on food. And on the rare occasions over Christmas period when I did actually feel peckish, I was much more interested in going back to a bit of salad and a bit of turkey or a bit of chicken or something lean protein or fruit or veg, which was a very freeing moment to suddenly not feel pursued, I think is the word, by food. Driven. I'm sure you all feel that driven. Oh, it's sitting out in the cupboard in the kitchen. It's beckoning to me. It's screaming to me every time I go into the kitchen. But it wasn't there. Oh, and it was just lovely. Yeah. I hope some of you do at some stage or are sharing that sort of feeling. I can't say I still can't get enthusiastic over exercise, I'm afraid. My brain just doesn't want to do exercise. But I have. I've walked, as I usually do. Not quite as much because there's been some time restraints, etc., that have made it almost impossible with commitments to the family, etc. But I'm back on track now. And I'm just thrilled when I look back to last Christmas. Last Christmas I was struggling desperately. I was 2 weeks to go to surgery. Just over 2 weeks. My surgery was the 18th of January. I was just about to start my pre-op diet. And as I'd already been going since the previous April, I knew that I was going to be probably hungrier than I had been anyway for the previous 8 months. So a lot of things have changed. I still get hungry, but it's a hunger now that is cured by dipping into my dehydrated apple or my dehydrated banana or tomato or cucumber crisps. I still have a very large amount of those. Hopefully I've got enough to last me well through the winter until the summer fruits and vegetables start again and I can start dehydrating. When I was doing all my dehydrating, I did wonder whether or not I would get fed up with eating pieces of dried apple. But instead of now going, to the fruit bowl and picking up a whole apple to eat to fill a spot, I now just go to my tub of dehydrated apple and I pull out half a dozen slices of apple, which probably by comparison previously might not even be a quarter of an apple. And that just does the trick. That just gets me through to the next mealtime. I don't consider it as illegal snacking. I'm allowed to snack. But it's what you snack on that really, I suppose, it boils down to. So I don't even feel the need, knowing that I've got sweets and cakes stored in my spare room, I don't even feel the need this year to actually say they've got to go out, they've got to be thrown out. If my husband wants to eat them, then he can eat them. He's put on a couple of pound over Christmas, which has helped me pass him, weight-wise. But don't get me wrong, he's cheering just as hard as I am at the fact that I've lost so much weight. So anyway, that's my update. Rambled a bit, I think, mostly about food. But then, isn't that what bothers most of us? So anyway, you take care. I didn't do any New Year's resolutions. My basic tenet at the moment anyway in my life is just to keep this new lifestyle going. And to stay healthy and fit. Oh, I know what I did do. Friday, I went for my MRI scan on my head. to see if my head is doing something to my feet, because those of you who've been following me will know that I've got numb feet, which makes it quite difficult for me to walk sometimes, particularly outdoors. But of course I won't get the results of that until I have to go back and see the consultant, the specialist, about my feet, etc. Whether or not they can do anything, I just don't know. But we will just have to wait and see for that. But I mean, at least I can walk around. It's just makes life a little more difficult. Does put some form of exercise sort of almost out of my reach. There's no way that I could run on my feet. I'd spend most of the time falling over, I think. Even if the rest of my body allowed me to run. Funny. But the MRI experience was interesting. They asked me what type of music I'd like to listen to through the earphones, or if I wanted to listen to any at all. And I just said some easy listening, etc. But wow, that machine really does make some weird noises, and I can understand how people can get claustrophobic in it, etc. But there was a hole so you could look out the top of it. They said so you can see out at all times, etc. And there was a painting on the ceiling above me, Hawaiian beach with sunshine and surf. It would have been nice if it had been one of these projected videos of the surf constantly coming in, etc. That would have been quite relaxing, but I suppose that it's all money to do that, isn't it? So I had to do with just a wall mural. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, Happy New Year to you all. Hope you're all doing well. Those that have got surgery coming up, very excited for you. I know what an exciting time it is. And very alarming time as well, because you're so scared that you're going to do things wrong, that you've eaten something wrong, you've eaten something that you perhaps shouldn't have done. You know, will it make me sick? Will this dumping ever go away? Why does it hurt? Why have I got a pain here, there, everywhere? God, is it something serious? But it all gets better. The first few weeks are a real trial, or real test, shall I say, not a trial. Because there's fun involved in it as well, because very often you'll have a 10-pound weight loss and then a nothing weight loss, which is, you think, what am I doing wrong? Why did I have 10 pound last week and nothing this week? And that again is scary, you know. Am I eating too much? And then you start to cut down on the little bit that you can eat. And that's fatal as well, because your body then goes into starvation mode. But anyway, best of luck to you all. Good luck on your surgeries. And the rest of you that are losing weight. And everybody else. If you've gained over Christmas, forget it. Okay, that was Christmas. Christmas is over. Back to the lifestyle change. It'll come off. Anyway, that's all. That's my sermon for today. Bye for now. Bye everyone. Bye.